Hello my besties, today I am doing my Booked for the Summer Readathon Reading Challenge TBR. This is a reading challenge created by Cassidy from Covers with Cassidy, and I am so excited to be doing it. It's just a fun way to, I don't know, fill some prompts, fill in the void of not doing readathons next month, I guess. Anyway, and also bring back the summer vibes because it is freezing here in Melbourne. Yeah, it's just so cold. And I could do with some summery sort of elements in my life just to think of the warmth. Not that I want it to be summer because summer is too hot here, but we kind of missed autumn this year, so we didn't have that, like, a whole lot of nice pleasant weather. We sort of skipped from summer heat waves and being stinking hot to cold. Anyway, let's get into it. So the way that this reading challenge works is there is an easy mode, which is just doing all the prompts and then doing the sort of extra challenges as well sort of later. And then the harder mode is to do them together. I'm trying to go for the harder mode and do the things together. And then, what was it? The other, okay, I don't think there was actually a second way to play. But the idea is that you read these books in the summer months. So, I'm going to aim to read them all between July and August. So that's the end of the winter months for us here. Just to keep it in line with the months. And let's go through the prompts. So first up we have an arranged or forced marriage. So some recommendations that I've found for that would fit this prompt are things like The Love Hypothesis, Bride, On Wings of Blood, Reign of Shadows and Endings, A Fate Forged in Fire, Warrior Princess Assassin, the Bridge Kingdom series, and then the one that I am planning on reading is House of Bane and Blood by Alexis L. Menard. That's the book that I plan on reading for this prompt, and for the action I plan on going outside and doing a little bit of outside reading with it on a day that isn't freezing cold. So I don't know when that will actually be, but I'll pop out for at least a moment. The next prompt is Lost and Found Family. So some suggestions for this is the Crowns of Nyaxia series by Carissa Broadbent, the Wind Weaver, the Elsie Silver Reckless book, Iron and Embers, Six of Crows, Can't Spell Treason Without Tea. And the one that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be continuing on with the Crowns of Nyaxia series and reading The Ashes of the Star-Cursed King. And I plan on getting crafty while reading this one. So I don't know what that will be yet. I have been thinking about learning how to crochet since everyone on BookTube seems to crochet. So I know Kmart has these really super cute penguins that is like a starter thing, so I might get one of them and learn how to crochet. Up next is Road Trip with Your Enemies. So some suggestions for this are The Cruel Prince, The Crimson Moth, Quicksilver, again Serpents on the Wings of Night, Rebel Witch, Akatar, Direbound, which I highly recommend because I just finished reading it. And for this I'm going to be reading Rebel Witch by Kristen Cicerelli. This is the second book in the duology, the Crimson Moth duology. I loved the first book and I have been meaning to pick up the second one, so this is the time. And the thing that I'm doing with this is it's got to be a borrowed book and I will be borrowing mine from the library, so that works. The next prompt is Slow Burn. So for that, some suggestions are The Knight and the Moth, Akatar, Cruel Prince, Exquisite Ruin. There's some suggestions. The book that I'm going to be reading is The Wind Weaver, and I matched this to the colour of the sunset because that's one of the sort of extra challenges. I have heard a lot of things about this book. A lot of people have been reading it lately, so I cannot wait to see what it is all about, and apparently there is a pretty good slow burn in there, so looking forward to it. The next prompt is training with fictional men. So many of these fit. So things like Direbound, Shield and Sparrows does have some training elements to it. What am I reading at the moment? Silver Elite, Fourth Wing, Arcana Academy, which comes out next month, Thorns and Fire, Fourth Wing, so many. And I plan on continuing on with the Zodiac Academy series, reading the second book. I think the second one is Ruthless Fae from memory. That's either the second or third. I keep messing them up. But yes, I cannot wait to get back into that series. And on that book you can spell summer, which is the challenge. So out of the title and everything, you can spell summer, which works for that. The next prompt is adopt an animal companion. So things like the Baby Dragon Cafe work, Emily Wilde's encyclopedia books work, City of Gods and Monsters, Direbound, Broken Bonds. So many have really cute companions. I plan on reading Arcana Academy for this one. And this also fits the released in a summer month because it is getting released in July next month. So I'm so excited to read it. I cannot wait. And yeah, it's giving me all the dark academia vibes. So I hope that is sort of the direction of the book. Up next is share a sleeping bag. So that's sort of one bed trope that we all love. So for this one, some suggestions are A Shield of Sparrows, Caraval, From Blood and Ash, Serpent and Dove, Guild, A Court is Cruel and Lonely, Direbound. There's just so many. Like, this is such a big trope in the romantasy world, so a lot of the time I actually just accidentally stumble upon this trope. I don't realise it's in there. But I plan on reading Broken Bonds by Jay Bree for this book, because that also apparently has a single bed scene, and this is going along with my try something new challenge. I haven't read Jay Bree before, and so from what I've been told, this is a lot more into the wide choose elements. I believe I'm thinking of the correct book. I hope it is, because otherwise it doesn't work. But I haven't really gotten into wide choose too much. Like, I've been reading books like Zodiac Academy where there's different options, but I'm not really up to the point in those books where they're with multiple people and they're sort of going back and forth. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that all plays out and if that's an element that I like in my romantasies or not. Next up is The House Hike and finding nature on the cover of a book. So some suggestions for this is Emily Wilde's encyclopedia of books. What else? Powerless series. There's so many that have plants on the covers. I feel like it's a very common thing, especially in romantasy. Even Phantasma has roses, so lots. And the one that I plan on reading is Anathema. Every time I go to say it, I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. And then the challenge that I'm doing with this one is to read it in 24 hours. So I plan on filming a little 24 hours of reading vlog and getting this book read in that time. The next prompt is Campfire Tales. So fire on the cover, and this includes the title. So it could have fire in the title or just on the cover. So things like A Fate Forged in Fire, Glow of the Everflame, Flame and Sparrow, Divergent, Assistant to the Villain, and The City of Brass, they all have flames or fire in the name. I plan on reading A Fate Forged in Fire. This has come out recently and I've heard a lot of good things about it. so I can't wait to read it. The challenge of this one I'm slightly tweaking, and the challenge you had to do was find a book based on your summer bop. Now, I'm not one that really spends a lot of time listening to music. I obviously have music playing for work and everything like that, but my Spotify is very much centered around what's played at work, so it's not an accurate representation of my listening. And also, because it's not summertime here at the moment, I don't really have any summer bops that I'm really vibing to. So I'm going to change this one to find a song that matches A Fate Fortune Fire and the aesthetics of that. So that's going to be my challenge. And then the last prompt is heat wave or is it spicy? So some spice in our books, which is most romanticies, really. If it's truly a romantasy book, there should be some elements of spice in there. And suggestions for this are Butcher and Blackbird, Lights Out, what else? I mean, Quicksilver has an element of spice. Fourth Wing has spice. Diabound has spice. It just depends on how much spice you really want in your book. Broken Bonds has spice. A lot of the ones that I've already mentioned have spice. For this, I'm reading Neon Gods. This is a book I need to read for book club this month, so I will be getting to it very soon. And I plan on doing a lit girl walk with this one. So the idea is you go for a walk and read or listen to the book while out. And yes, I have an audio copy as well as a digital copy of this book, so I can listen to it while walking around. So that is my TBR for Booked for the Summer. Thank you, Cassidy, for creating this reading challenge. I look forward to participating in it and knocking off some of the books on the list. As I said, I'm giving myself until the end of August to try and get them all done, so I will do another video checking back in probably at the end of August for it. And yeah, I can't wait. Anyway, if you like this video, let me know by hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you are doing this challenge, let me know what books you are reading for some of the prompts. Just that way we can also build a sort of informational comment section where people can go and look for other recommendations for different prompts. If you don't want to write anything in particular, put a sun emoji for summertime, and I will see you all next time. Join me in Instagram and Storygraph. All the links are down below. Alright, that's it. Bye!